pitching my comedy sketch idea called Wooing 101. So a teenager with an old soul tries to nervously prepares for his first date, only to get some advice from his granddad, who turns out is the real Gen Z, dishing out dating tips full of slang, memes and TikTok trends. My inspiration for this was Catherine Tate's Nan because of her humour and mannerisms, Freaky Friday because of the generational swap, The Office UK because of its dry but relatable humour, which I kind of want to incorporate into that, and Friends because of its brilliant use of the multi-camera setup and techniques. So the main plot is, the idea started when I thought it would be funny for a grandson and a grandpa just get dating advice, because that's what I do with my grandparents, because I don't really want to talk to my parents about that stuff because it's a bit weird. But I thought it would be funny if the roles were reversed, so if the granddad would act like a teenager and a teenager would act like an old man, basically. And I was also inspired by SNL as well, when they do generational swaps things. And I mainly chose this because I want people to like it, because people like comedy and people want to laugh whilst watching them, and I feel like it would be funny for the grandson to act like a grandpa, because I don't know if it's funny for some people whether it relates to your humour, and I really want the
It's okay. Just take a moment. Absolutely fine. It's going well.
I want there to be a main conflict with the grandson and the grandpa to just disagree on a lot of the advice being given, because none of them can agree on a set thing, and with the grandson disagreeing with the grandpa, they have their arguments, and yep.
Okay.
I want the visual field, so I mainly want to use the studio, mainly that back room there, and then decorate it with one of the couches from the library, and hopefully with a bunch of stuff from my room as well, because I have a bunch of grandparent stuff, and of course you got grandson and grandparent stuff. This is basically just the whole guide of what I wanted it to be like. Obviously it ends with granddad being annoyed. For the risks, we might not be able to get an actor from the acting department, which I hope we do, but if we don't, that would not be good. We might not be allowed to take one of the couches from the library, so we might just have to use one of the chairs. I will be providing a lot of the costumes and props and things, and Bobby will be playing the granddad if we can not find anyone. Why audiences will love this film, because I kind of want the characters to take the mick out of the other generation, because nowadays if you take the mick out of the generation, that's seen as funny, and of course people have been doing that for years on end, since the 70s, early 80s. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Juno.